Hey guys, welcome to another Ikigai podcast here with the boys, and it is episode 5, and of course, I'm here with.
Heyo, it's me again, Brian.
And I'm on. And today we have a special guest for the very first
Oh,
time, our one and only friend, Ryan. Welcome.
Hi,
Heyo.
thanks, boys. I appreciate you having me on here today.
and
Yeah.
yeah, this is our first guest on episode 5, so it's been a wild ride. It's been 5 months, and we're finally here. We have a guest, and of course, there's a reason for why we have this guest. And as you can know, as oh my god, I butchered my words there. As you know, this will be uploaded in February, so you know what that means.
Oh boy.
Valentine's Day. Woo.
Yeah.
Not like any
Yay.
of us would know besides Ryan.
Yep.
But
And that's why he's
That's the
here.
reason right there. Out of all of our friends, he's the only one who isn't single.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay.
And so,
so, in the spirit of Valentine's Day, I mean, Ryan, would you like to start us off? Any
like
stories you can just pop out,
introductions, who you are,
So,
anything you want to share?
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
introduction especially.
Introduction. Oh yeah, my name's Ryan. I am uh X age double digit X because I'm not disclaiming that yet. I, as they said before, I am not. I am no longer single. I've been in a relationship for over 3 years with my
Whoa.
best girl. Name
Pause.
disclosed because I don't want to say their name,
Yes, sir.
and I
Mm.
love her with all my heart. Cute story. I could. I have this looking back on it, it's cringe, but it's cute when I remember it.
Hey, we've all been in there.
So this is how
Uh,
I this. I'll just do a quick story of how I met her. So
Okay.
yeah, it was way back in high school. It's like my junior year. It was like start of January. How convenient. Like how ironic that January around January. Anyway, so big slump. Uh, love life. No. Have nothing happen. No good. Uh,
Uh-huh.
No Play-Doh.
I went, the phase like, yes, I am now a loner. I will
Oh,
not
yeah.
date, but I will.
So you're
have
just like,
yeah.
I'm too good for a relationship. Like that kind of weird
They don't
mindset you're in.
understand
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I'll never find love.
That's actually how it was. It actually felt like
Hashtag
I'll be-
relatable.
Hashtag relatable, yeah.
Oh no.
So yeah, and so in my downtime, since I was in an after school club known as Gamers. It's a gaming club. It was Gamers Lounge.
Mm-hmm.
Since I have free time after school, since I had to stay after for sports club crew, I was like, okay. So before I had to practice or winter workouts as we called it, I would go to Gamers Lounge and I'll chill there because this is nice. Like hanging out with friends, playing Smash Bros on the Wii U back then, playing 8-player Smash, just having a fun time. So yeah, so this was the year I believe On was a freshman this year when I was a junior. So
Oh yeah.
his whole bundle of freshmen came in.
Mm.
What else? So yeah, I don't know, one of the days, like in every
Mhm.
classic romantic moment, you have the moment where someone walks into the door and it happened like that, like literally. So she came into the room with a group of friends. She
And
caught
time
my
slowed
eye.
down.
Yeah, the light from the door because we were in trailers. It was cold.
Oh my gosh.
The cold wind blew in.
Anime OC opens up.
Yeah.
The wind blows your hair. Whoosh. Flowers,
The
cherry
cherry
blossoms.
The light
Yes,
reflecting off
swallow.
the light reflecting off the white towels into my blinding eyes makes me cover my eyes for a bit and like
Pans
blink
pans
a
down
bit.
to her feet, goes up. Her eyes, her hair. She's holding books. She looks up at you, and then she says the line.
She was actually holding her big puffy jacket and she had glasses with bangs. I was like, huh. I don't know why. I was like, that just popped out to me. I was like, oh, his glasses and bangs. And a cute jacket.
I'm
It's like-
flattered.
I was like,
That's
had
me.
this
I have
moment-
glasses.
Yeah. So yeah, I had that moment. I was like, huh. I noticed that person. Cool. Wait, why do I notice this person? Because it was like the only person I really noticed out of the whole group. She came in with like a bunch of people. It was a group of 6. She was the
Mhm.
one that caught my eye. I was like, huh, she caught my eye.
It's like everyone else is an extra. It's like they're shadow people.
They're shadow
A
people.
light
Classic, yeah.
She's the only
Shadow
one with
people.
dyed hair.
You're so funny. No. Anyway, so during the time, I was just a member, so I wasn't really part of like their officials. I wasn't one of the officials, but the vice president and the president were busy playing each other, doing like a 1v1. I was like, well, this is awkward. They have no one to welcome them. So I took it upon myself to go up to these frightened these. I was actually kind of tall, so I was like, I was luckily sitting down on the desk, like leaning back, like trying to keep my intimidating posture away from them. But I still scared them because I kind of just came up to them like, "Hey guys, welcome to Gamers
Oh my
Lounge." I literally like
It's like a
popped off
ball
on
of
them.
something. What are you doing?
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
did the jazz hands, and they were like, "Oh, like hi, it was great." It's like also I don't know why I did a nickname back then, which didn't really help when she tried to find out who I was. I was like,
Oh.
"My name's," so I was like, "Hi guys, welcome to Gamers. My name's Jonah. We have the vice president, the
Jonah.
the
The Jonas
officials are
Brothers.
playing a match right now. Shut up, don't say that. I hate when I get told that like, hey, are you trying to be like the Jonas Brothers? Like, no,
No.
I just like the name Jonah. Anyway,
It just
so
makes the
yeah.
plot thickens, you know. She has
plot
to go
thickens.
through that little arc. to find out who
She
you are.
did. It was so funny. Anyway, so I noticed that she caught my eye and like, well, cool. And then, well, she like her friend, like her little group of people went over to like watch the Wii U. She kind of sat down by herself. She wasn't like a big Smash Bros. Player, so she did
Mhm.
play like Nintendo games. She loves Kirby. She liked The
Oh.
Legend of Zelda. So like, it's like
Mhm.
so she sat down by herself. Like, okay, so they can deal with that little crowd. I'll deal with the one by themselves for some reason. So I went over like casually, like said, "Hey, so what do you like playing? Like, what games do you like?" She said after like I mentioned before, she loved Kirby because Kirby's adorable. It's a puffball.
Of
Zelda
course.
because of the music and the puzzles.
Oh,
And Link's pretty
respect
cool.
for that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then yeah, she told me her name, and I told her my. Well, I told her my nickname, so that didn't help. And she soon became a regular at the place. Like I'd see her like it's every other like Wednesday. So oh, next Wednesday is this other club, and then I do this, and then I go back to Gamers. And then over time, I started to realize like, wait, I've seen her so around the school actually, with my other friend groups. I was like, wait, in crew, she's there with so and so, and it started like weirdly me like, wait, if I really think about it, she's been here in like within like yeah, like the whole moment like realization like wait, she was here the whole time. She didn't catch my eye until that one moment. Because I literally looked like, wait, she's so familiar. Maybe that's why she caught my eye. Wait, she was here, point A and point B and C, which led to F, which was Gamers. So it was so cool. I was like, wow, she's been here the whole time and I didn't notice her until now.
You
So,
were
yeah,
like
we-
the
That's-
dance MC, dude.
Yeah, dude. I really felt like that. I was like,
Took that long for Senpai to finally notice.
It did.
Oh, wow.
It was so funny. And then so yeah, eventually we got to know each other. We exchanged contact info eventually, so we could talk outside of school when we wanted to, if we were like available.
Mhm.
And then so yeah, we started talking a lot more. We got to know each other. I think I already told on this little story, but like
Mhm.
this was the cringe moment. This is the cringe. Like,
Oh,
why did I do
gosh.
this? Why did I?
Here we go.
Here
The
goes.
sauce. The sauce.
Here we go.
My family frequents a bakery. Well, I don't know if they frequent it a lot, but like there used to be like a store I go to a lot where I could get Pocky, right?
Ah.
Mm.
So I like my favorite Pocky to get was the matcha one or the strawberry one.
Ooh.
It's matcha.
Good
pretty
flavor.
Good.
Oh,
And
yeah, I
strawberry
remember
just
this.
Just strawberry.
I think I know. I think you told us
You
this one
remember
time.
now.
It
Yeah.
was a vaguely familiar one. I think.
Yeah, yeah, go on, go on.
Yeah,
Okay,
go
so
on.
yeah, I don't know why I was in like an upbeat mood to just be so confident. Like, so there was a senpai in my. Well, I guess I can call them senpai because they're my upperclassmen. I usually call them upperclassmen because that's how I did it. But in this case, I can say senpai. Like, so yeah, I was, this was the senpai that never noticed me, and it's like I was okay with that at the time. Like, I accepted that. That's why I went through a slump. It's like, oh, they don't like me, so it's okay. But I still went with the jokingly like friend, like, hey, you want to do the pocket challenge? Like, and she was all like, yeah, you're gonna need a better excuse to get a kiss from me. I was like,
Oh,
Ooh,
oh,
okay.
yikes.
I was just joking. Okay? I was
I
being
was just
funny.
capping, bro.
I was
Like,
I
bro,
was
come on.
flying through your tears.
It was so funny though. It was just funny. It's like, yeah, I was just messing with you. It's like, was he
Plays
really gonna
unravel.
like, yeah. Oh my gosh. And I know she was sitting there again. She was playing on her phone. She was playing like the Animal Crossing game, the New Leaf, I believe,
The
on the
pocket
iPhone.
game or
The Pocket
pocket
game,
camp? Pocket
Pocket
camp.
Camp. Yeah, yeah,
Thank
Pocket Camp.
you.
Thank you. So she was playing. That's like, and I did the classic like smooth moment where I went in and sat down. I was like, hey, you want to do the Pocket game, the Pocket challenge? Like,
Oh my
uh,
god.
and
Oh
she's
my
like,
god.
Mhm.
she knew what she looked at me, paused, was like, yeah, I know what that is. Like, sure. And I was like, yo, hold up. Yo,
Hold on.
mission failed successfully. Question, I was so confused, like, oh
Your
shoot.
brain is just like stop.
Hey yo, I was
Error.
expecting to get this for. Hold up. Anyway, I was like, oh okay. Well, okay. I'll stay calm. But in this side, I was like, shoot, my heart's bouncing through my inside of my chest. I was like, uh oh, stay calm. Maybe she'll just flinch. I was confident, like, yeah, she's gonna flinch. Like I had this, my arms crossed. My brain was like, yeah, she'll flinch. There's no way she's gonna keep her cool.
There's no way.
There's no way I'll fail here. My my resolve will help.
My resolve is
First-
sealed.
So yeah, the first couple pockets, of course, like we stopped and we're like it was a stalemate. And then the last one, like oh, there's one left. We'll finish the game then this way. Luckily, we're in the corner, so no one's really watching. They're all
Oh
playing.
wow.
They were all hyping
Mhm.
up each other. They were hyping each other up. They're doing the poggers and hypers in the chat while they're watching the
chug,
2v2.
chug, chug.
Yeah. So then it's like it's the last one. And they're like, here's the last one. Guess the game's gonna be a stalemate. Still ended in a stalemate actually. Like
Oh.
I was like, here's my big brain play. I'll take more of the pocky. Then she'll have to move away. It didn't happen that way.
Oh no.
And then and just like that,
Fuck.
like every classic anime, the first kiss goes.
Oh my gosh.
Uh,
This
It
man
was
is
really
speed run.
we sped on that. We weren't even
RTA. They're not
yeah,
even dating at that point.
we both yeah, that's true. We weren't even dating. We were just like friendly talking and banter.
Mm.
It was really fun. It was so funny. It was like, oh, I was like, oh. I was like, oh. I was just saying that to myself in my brain, like, oh. We both
Oh,
like
no.
realized when we made like when we like felt we both like
Contact.
yeah, I don't want to make it sound weird because we both just felt the pressure. Like,
I mean, I get what you mean. That's the
Yeah.
hockey game. You're like,
yeah.
Real
So like we
flex,
both felt like we both noticed that like oh we're too close. We both backed away, but then she confidently said, "Well, I guess no one wins." Like
Oh,
I mean, I guess to me in the inside, I was like I guess you win
Oh.
because Doki Doki, what am I feeling?
Did you win? You got a kiss, bro.
I mean, the thing is, if you
Did
think
I
about
win?
it,
Did
at
I
what
win
cost?
or did she win? Because she won something. My heart.
Oh,
Dude, it's like all those teaser
so
animes
great.
or tease
Okay,
animes.
so and then it came the classic moment of me bowing and saying sorry, like yo, I was so sorry, like the whole walk, like she had to go do kiss and
Aw.
ride.
oh.
So I of course I like the gentleman you should be and I will be. I walked her to the kiss and ride stop, but I had to stop at a certain point because her parents are
right.
very strict.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
She's Vietnamese, so I never understood that, but I just kept my
Yeah.
distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go,
Yeah,
Vit
for
Gang.
sure.
Vietnamese parents are about boys, I guess. I don't know. 'Cause
I
she's
mean,
the-
they're kind of hyping like the guys up a lot. Like they're always asking like, "Do you got a guy home?" Like in Vietnamese, I mean, do you have a girlfriend all the time? So when it comes
Oh,
to
God.
like daughters,
Wait,
it's like,
I think that's just any boy for that
I
example.
think that's pretty accurate.
I guess. So yeah, I of course
Yeah.
like stopped a certain distance to let her walk by herself, so it didn't look
Hmm.
sus. That
Hmm.
like who's that boy?
Oh.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I was very cautious. Like okay, I always made sure like, can I be seen through the window? Dodge the windows.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. So yeah, we stopped at a certain point. We had like a certain point where I just drop her off and she could walk on her own, but I still watched, like kept watch through the hallway.
Mm.
So yeah, I kept even after we went home, I still said, "Hey yo, I'm like sorry,
Oh.
sorry."
Oh.
Aw,
Gomen.
Gomendosai.
She said it's okay. Said it's okay, cause I mean it's the pocket. She said casually. She said it's the pocket game. You're expected to have a stalemate,
Mm.
regardless. Cool.
I
It's like
see.
cool. It's like,
Cool.
cool.
I just imagine Sonic just
Radical.
thumbs up and it's just like
Yeah.
thumbs up.
So
Cool.
then there's like the classic anime moment where you're late, where I'm laying in bed. It's nighttime. Like, why can't I get her out of my head?
Oh.
I
Plays
wonder
anime
why.
ED.
Yeah. And then like the classic like the instrumental plays like wait, and then they do like the whole flash collage of like being together doing the drama. It makes
I've only
sense
known her for a
now.
week, but
This feeling, what is it? No, it can't
Yeah.
be love.
Can it be? Yeah, it's like that classic like cliffhanger moment. It's like, wait, this can't be real. I can't be feeling love now.
it's like what is it? What is this pain in my chest?
Yeah. Oh my god.
My heart.
Yes. Okay.
Watashi no
So, yeah.
kokoro.
And then I can remember this day. I always remember this day till since today. I always
Hey.
remember February 10th. It was an afternoon. She was
Aw.
about to leave. She was just like chilling, and hear I don't know why, but the word "darling" was a hit banger because "darling" is a prank. So 02, gotta
Oh
say
my
that a
God.
lot. So I thought to myself like, hey, what if I said it like this?
Oh my god.
I did the she was sitting on like a little desk thing.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
it was like one of those old desks they were throwing out. So like she was sitting
Oh.
on it and like in the hallway somewhere. And
Mm.
I did I didn't kneel because like I kind of just squat like a half squat kneel thing. I don't know what it did. And then I took her like the classic moment like, hey, can I ask you something? I took her hand and I looked into her eyes while
Oh.
kind of bowing and said, "Will you be my darling?" And she was like,
Aw.
she paused. She
Oh
said,
shit.
and then the classic. You don't hear it at first because you're
Oh,
so
yeah.
in the moment. The lip sync goes. She said, "Yeah." Well, of course, it's mumble. It's like the lips are like sound like, and you're like, "Can you say that again?"
Oh.
And she said yes. And then boom, anime opening plays,
That's
pogs
cute.
and hypers.
Pug
Aw.
champs.
And then of course she jumps down and I do this little hug spin thing.
Aw,
Aw. That's so
And
Cute.
then I don't know how to explain it, but I felt revitalized, like revived.
Oh.
Because
Aw.
I at first school, you don't go to school for school. You go to school for the boys and the
True.
friends.
Facts. Facts.
So like her being in school doubled my reason to go to school. Like I gotta go to.
Hey.
I mean, I'm not going to school because school. I'm going to school because of the boys. Like soon, everyone like, I'm not going to school because of you. I'm going to school because I have to. But
Aw.
that suddenly became my motivator. Like, okay, gotta go to school for the boys, the friends, and the
Yeah.
girl.
Mhm.
So over
Okay,
time,
let's
like,
go.
yeah, and that's how we met basically. And I'm
Oh.
still, I cringe at it, but it's still like in the like
I
that's a
mean,
younger,
That
that's a
was
younger
super
me.
cute, though.
That was cute,
Yeah,
It's
dude.
cheesy as it is, it's still super nice,
Yeah.
It's something you look back fondly on.
She still looks back on like, wow, I can't believe you did that. She has to give her perspective of like, wow, I was actually she said she wasn't surprised that I asked her the podcast.
She expected it the whole time. Oh my
She
god.
planned this out.
I didn't know, so I didn't know she was actually like looking at me too.
Oh,
Oh.
This was during the moment where I was looking at someone else, and like I didn't notice. Like classic like, oh, you don't notice until after you classic like go for this girl, and then like, oh, this girl doesn't
Right.
like me like that.
Mm.
Oh, sad.
yeah, you don't notice. It's like, what is it? If
So
this
weird.
was a series, after you guys confess, she'll be like, I've noticed you the whole time too. It'll flash back to all those moments,
Oh my
but in her
God.
perspective.
The flood of memories come in. It's like, wait, she's been there the whole time.
Oh my
If it
god.
was if it was like if that moment was like an anime, and I just realized too late, and I'm like at the bus stop, I'm gonna step onto the bus to go home, like I'm all sad, like then I remember like wait, there's someone always there. There was always someone there. And then I do the dramatic like turnaround. The hair swips. The sweat goes off. The sweat goes
Oh
off
my
my
god.
chin.
Oh.
And then I make a run for it, and then zen zen zen. zen.
Hey, we can't wait. That's copyright, bro.
Oh, right. Running music plays, and I do the classic like turn around and run to the halls, and then I call out their name like, and I was like, and I ask the question like,
What
if that
is
was
your name?
if I did this as an anime, I would have definitely done the moment where where the person does a turnaround, does a full 180, and
Oh
just
yeah.
booked it back to the girl that they didn't notice, and they're like,
Right.
yeah,
Mm.
I would have
Before
done it
like
like
too late, it's like
before
Yeah.
it's like before they go, like before it's like it's unrequited,
Yeah. Oh
and you
man.
forget, and then you regret it for a long time.
like on that note, actually, like what kind of anime tropes, like
Oh.
romance, like rom-com anime tropes, do you guys personally have a soft spot for?
It's got to be the wholesome hand holding. Like it's too much to hand hold, so they had
Oh.
a. It's like it's got to be the diabetes inducing ones, like the really wholesome ones that
True.
because it makes me remember like those were the days. There's still those days, but those were the days.
See, I think
I
for
love
me-
those.
yeah. I think for me, the ones that get me like real like it's really sweet for me are actually very simple like love confessions. I think
Oh yeah.
Oh.
like very
Just need to
simple
be
ones. It doesn't have to be
grand.
like not like the overly
Right.
dramatic ones, but like just ones where it's
yeah.
like they're just sitting down together and then one just like says like I like you or something. Like
And then-
Ikigai does
I-
that.
Ooh, you're right.
Horimiya, I think does that too. I
There
think that's
is there is a manga that I'm reading currently. I mean, I'm not gonna say the title so no one gets spoiled.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
basically,
we gotta know.
these two, they've been dating for a while, and then they're living together, right?
Mhm.
And then this guy was like worried. He was stressing out about like being able to propose to her, and like
Aw.
specifically, he's like worried about her saying no. And then like his
Aw.
friend talked to him. He's like, "Oh, so you plan to do it in a fancy restaurant?" He's like, "Yeah." He was like, "Does it make a difference if it's at a fancy restaurant or just in the comfort of your home?" And I
Oh.
think the chapter where he confessed, they were like sleeping. He was too so stressed that he slept like in the kotatsu, and she also slept. And then when they woke up, it was like I don't know 4 a.m. in the manga, and then suddenly, like she was like, "Oh shoot, it's this early," She starts to clean up stuff, and he just laid back. He's like, "Hey, will you marry me?"
Oh, that's-
it could just be that simple. It was so cute the way the character reacted and how she was like, "Wait, should I put on my makeup for this?" He's like, "No, we haven't even showered yet. What's the point?" And then she just
Oh, perfect.
and then they sat down again, and he repeated it like sincerely and said,
Aw.
"I'll do my best to take care of you. Will you marry me?" And she started crying. It's just that.
Aw.
I get what you mean, Brian.
That is
I
sweet.
get what you mean.
The heart.
It's that kind of stuff, right?
Mm.
The warmth.
Yeah.
By the way,
Feel
someone's cutting
more.
fucking grass or something outside. So if you hear like,
Oh yeah, I hear, it's on my side too.
oh, yeah, hopefully it's
The
not picking up through my
microphone.
mic. But
Okay.
for me, recently, my favorite rom-com, I guess, has to be How to Raise a Boy and Girlfriend. So I gotta
Oh.
rep the movie. Like scenes where like the girl, the guy is just like, it's just like, God damn it type of thing, and the other person is just like, Kyoto and then and then they're like, yeah, I loved you all this time. And then where it's like
Yeah.
they're like mad at each other or like they're mad at something.
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah,
something
yeah.
like even like the Clannad scene where why am I
Oh,
forgetting the main
man.
character's name, but he was like mad
Tomoya?
and then Tomoya was mad and then the girl,
Oh,
why am I forgetting these names? The girl comes up and is just like
Nagisa, yeah.
like Daijobu, stuff like that. That's just like,
Yeah.
oh, those scenes hit hard, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
God.
True.
But yeah, dude.
What
I'm a rom-com oh
Yeah,
my
yeah. I
god,
love that. I
addicted to
Edit.
rom-coms. I'm just gonna say that instead.
Hey yo, editor, cut that out real quick.
That's
He is
me.
the editor.
Yo, cut that out.
What about you, Ryan?
Oh, for me? Oh,
Oh, wait, unless
You
know.
mentioned hand holding, right?
yeah. Like
Oh,
the
yeah,
pure,
hand
the
holding.
pure, like the pure, just like, oh, they're so pure, they're so cute. They don't know what's too much or what's too little, and then they're so
Oh.
scared to share. They're so scared to share drinks because, that's
Oh,
that's
it's
a
it's
that's a
indirect.
It
I can't
is,
believe
please.
I can't do it. It's like take it back. Like what? I
Yeah.
wanted to share my juice. Like no, it's okay.
it.
I can.
I- it-
And then in the panel, the authors like noticed like she couldn't do it. It was too
Oh yeah.
much. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, those
I
those
love
are
seeing,
nice.
I love the
Yeah.
authors' notes. The authors' notes are always what get me. It's like where they say like how they really feel. Like I don't really care. It's like she really did care. She was really happy about it.
She was
I
very
love that.
thirsty.
Wait.
She really needed water.
But
Yeah.
she couldn't break the vow. She couldn't break.
Exactly.
But
Anyway,
I mean, I have. If I were, I have a list at the moment that we could discuss because
Oh no.
it's like, oh man, I have there's a lot that I really like. The first one that I really like,
Liz is better.
there. I don't know if you guys know this one, but it's like rom coms in like schools, junior
Okay.
high or high school.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always between these two students who are they're not like main character trope. They're kind of just in the back, you know. The one that I really like at the moment, I believe I shared one to Ryan. It's about the class president and a girl he sits next to, who's like
Oh
not
yeah,
really.
yeah. You mentioned.
And then another one is about a girl who has super bad vision, so she has to wear glasses all the time. But because she loses her glasses, she has to get up close with her friend who likes her.
Oh,
So
Oh.
she's like always like squinting and getting super close, and he's like
Uh,
getting flustered because of it.
this
Yeah.
one doesn't know.
So those are always super nice. Another one that I really like is like really mature couples. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's always the if I were to take one, there's always those side couples that everyone cheers
Oh
for.
yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
It's like in one of the manga, I am 30 and I'm finally in love.
Yeah. Oh. So good. Yeah.
Oh.
That was a great one.
If you guys haven't read that, I recommend you to go read it. It's great. But basically, the side couple, like the main couple's all fluffy and cute, and it's great. But then the side couple, they're like two people who have been hurt in the past, but they're mature about it and they're willing to, you know, start over again and start like a new love life together. But the thing is, they know they're so mature that it just works.
Yeah.
It's like they don't need to be all fluffy about it. Not that fluffy is bad, but it's like
Yeah.
their kind of love really works.
They can lay it on straight.
Mm-hmm. It's like they just understand. Like, for example, one of them will be like, "Man, I'm tired," and then the other one will just like know how to do not know exactly, but they know what to do to help the other person exactly what they
Wow.
need. Like, oh, you want to watch a movie? It's like, all right, I prepared dinner for you today, so you don't need to do it. So those kind of things. It's always the little things.
It's
Nah.
nice.
And if I were to list one more, it's the elderly couples.
Oh yeah.
Elderly couple, hell yeah.
They're the best ones, bro.
It's like the one not there's obviously a wide range of them, and staying together married that long, you know, you're gonna get sick of each other one way or another. You know, like a lot of the adults I talk to, they're like, if you married for someone that long, at that point you're learning how to tolerate them. So you guys like go out, like depart from life. But the thing is, I always love it when, even though sometimes they're just annoyed at each other, they're like, it's like, you know, like the let's say for example, the wife's like, "You damn old fool, you forgot to do this," and it's like they just start
Aw.
arguing.
Oh,
But
okay.
then like they're still very much in love with one another.
Yeah, it's like like the
You couldn't live
like,
without them.
like they
Yeah.
have to like jackets on for each other and stuff. It's like so cute.
I
It's
like that.
yeah, it's
The
nice.
bickering old elderly
Oh, man.
couple.
Mm-hmm.
The husband's playful and the wife's like, you gotta serious. You gotta get serious. Come on.
Yeah,
But the
there's so
husband's
many
like,
interesting like couple dynamics and like stories and stuff. I remember I saw like a post about like the different like dynamics, and I'm just like, holy shit, yeah. It was like for example, like the like just to name like an extreme example, it's like the really
Mhm.
edgy one, and then like the one that wouldn't hurt a fly.
Oh.
Oh
I like
my,
that. I like it. I like it.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Hmm. Actually, now I feel like I could describe our dynamic.
Oh,
Well, I mean, we
what would you
matured. It
describe?
changed over time. So I guess when we
Mm.
first met, it was more like, let's see. So if y'all remember me in high school, still the same way. Very outgoing, very explosive. Not
That's one way to put it.
Yeah.
not able to keep it in a bubble. The bubble's bursting, and there's nothing you can do.
I don't think your mic can handle you half the time.
Yeah, yeah. I learned now. I learned now how to distance my mic, and I forget that my mic will actually pick up my voice now. So yeah. Anyway, so our dynamic when we first met was I well I wouldn't really consider I wouldn't really consider myself popular back then, but the best way that's like the best way I can put it. Popular, like popular person. You know, like there's always that like, oh yo, look at that guy, and then it's like the main MC's like, oh, what's so great about that person, you know,
Yeah.
Mhm.
like that. So I thought myself of like this, like, oh, very popular, knows everyone, and then she was she's not. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to say this in a nice way. She was the cute little in the corner. You don't notice her, but she's actually very. She's a. She's golden. You have to get to know her. She's golden.
Oh.
Mm.
That's our dynamic when we first met. I was the
Mhm.
popular boy that everyone knows. Like I know everyone. Like I could say hi to you
Yep.
in the morning, and then
Oh, yeah, I totally
she's the
see that now.
Yeah.
She's the see. I was like, I wasn't sure if everyone, because I never. Well, I don't know. I don't hear everyone say everything, but I always say hi to everyone in the morning when I can.
Hmm.
So then
Mhm. Yeah.
I know everyone. I can say hi to everyone, and she's the little golden. She's so cute. I was so proud of him. He's gonna go. He's gonna go. Okay, so she's this. She's like this. She's got the little cute petite. Like she's hiding behind glasses. She's very. She's
Aw.
so. You have to get to know her. Then you appreciate her so much more. And then
Mm.
midway through the relationship, she started opening up more. She becomes more of this,
Right.
like, hey, don't be. Okay, so actually, I can't do the middle because the middle, I don't remember. I can't remember exactly where we were in the middle for this, but I know
Right.
in the end, she's now. I can confidently say, she's a dork. She calls me a dork. I call her a dork,
Ah.
and we listen to each other. Whenever
Ah.
we rant about something we love, we both like say, you know what, I love that about you, and then the other says, shut
Ah.
up, don't say that to me. I'm like, oh. And we
Aw.
have we have our fun little play fight. Where we're like, yeah,
Mm.
I love you. I'm like, no, I love you more. Like, oh, you're gonna
Oh, I see.
go? We're gonna,
All of us
we're
single
gonna go.
folks out here just punching air.
We
You
live
know
our
what?
love lives through you, Ryan.
Yeah, we live
You know what?
vicariously.
You know what? I'm gonna love you more. I'm gonna get you the best gift ever. Like, you know what?
Oh
I'm
my
gonna outdo
gosh.
you. I'm gonna get you
Are
this.
we just revealing at this point?
Yeah, I literally, that's our relationship now. We're so
Oh,
comfortable with each other. We could say
that's
we don't say
great.
whatever we want to each other, but like we say like we're acting ourselves around them because you know how you
Mm.
act around certain friend groups.
Yeah.
I could act like me in front of her. She can act like her in front of me, and we're that comfortable now from
Oh.
differences, and now we're like on the same level. We're like
Aw.
connecting. It's so funny. Every time we call each other, she would like always say a little nickname, or she say, "So, what do you want, weirdo?" I'm like, and I'm like,
uh.
Why'd you call me?
it's like, hi, I love you. It's like, no, I love you. It's like the classic like we bicker, but it's a playful bickering.
Mm.
Hey, is it just like you call her and she's like,
Okay, what
what
do
do
you
you
want?
need? Like, what
Do
do
you
you
want?
want? I'm busy at the moment. You're just like, I just want to hear your voice. Okay, bye.
It's like, all right.
I definitely say that on. I actually do say that.
Do it right now.
And then sometimes when we're on video call, I just look at her and she's like, "What do you want? What are you looking at?" I'm like, "Nothing." No, I'm like, "No, I'm just looking." She's just doing her thing, and I'm doing like it goes back and forth. Like I'm doing my
Mm.
thing, I'm building a Gundam. She's like, and I'm like, What do you? I know.
Oh, of course.
I look off my out of my peripheral vision. I could see her looking at me like, and I'm messing with something like. So, what are you looking at? It's like just looking at
Oh.
you. It's like it's like stop. It's like yeah,
Oh.
stop, please. It's like why? It's like, and I started like
Oh.
I don't know. Just stop. I'm building. It's like I know. I love that. It's like,
Oh.
you know what? And I had to do like a physical like turn to the game like you know what? Thank you.
Aw.
Speaking of that, actually, one that I have a really soft. This is like especially the soft spot. Like, even if the anime or manga or story isn't that good, but you have this trope, it can get me really well. It's like
Always get-
one person, like you said, Ryan. Like opening up is always a hard thing to do.
Oh
With
heck.
people, like even with your friends, like God forbid, like someone you're trying to romance, to put it in a simple way. But a trope that I really like is once there's one side where they had like a bad past, a bad upbringing, or just a bad experience, with
Mhm.
romance in general. But then they start to open up to the other person, especially when they're touch starved. You know what I mean by like, people
Oh
who need the feeling of being comforted like through touch.
Hmm.
It's
yeah.
like they get like comforted through a soft touch, and they kind of just break down. Like it's like they have this wall built, but then it crumples like
They just
immediately because of that.
they dink it with the Achilles heel, and then
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's interesting that you say that. For me, now that I'm like thinking about it more, a trope well, not it's not really a trope because it takes like more of a subversive take when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
like rom coms and stuff. But what I really like is when they actually do when they do like they define this romantic relationship as like something very interesting. Um, for example, popular work Shinobi does something like this,
oh
where yeah, where oh fuck, I have like Kevin's curse. I'm forgetting their names, but
Oh.
their relationship is
god.
of course is a romantic one, but for them it's also how they see it a very unique bond with each other, where it's like Yuta, there it is. Yuta and
Utah
Rika
and
like
Rika, yeah,
accept each
yeah. I was
other.
gonna say that. I
Like
remember
Yuta
the name.
accepts her, eighth grade syndrome, right?
A
And then
patron, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and Rika, he just does her thing.
Dark of
But
Flame
Open my
Master.
third eye.
yeah, I mean, like, and I really like that a lot of rom-coms are also like starting to do that a bit more as well, and like try to take that. For example, a new anime, Horror I think is going something along those lines. So it's like,
Yes.
I really like it when like people explore what the tool of romance can do for people. You know.
Oh,
Mm,
no.
yeah. Like it's I feel like every new rom-com now is like there's something new about it, like
Hmm.
Kaguya and then you have
Oh,
Tonokaku
true,
and then
true.
I mean,
Horimiya's
that one is
coming
just
in.
RTA to marriage, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
I've
I
never
mean, there's
seen something
insane
go
ones
that bad.
now. So,
Yeah,
I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm a happy
Hmm.
guy.
I love it.
but
But you know what I
yeah.
do love?
What's
What?
that?
Like cuz sometimes anime either like they end off on the like when they confess and they just end off there, right? Or like
Come
Mhm.
on.
they get together and then it's like a couple episodes of them dating and then they're like happy, right?
Yeah.
But you know what I do love when the end credit scene comes in and you get to see them married and like
Hey,
Yeah, let's
Kevin and
go.
I know two anime at least I think that do that, and it's the
yes,
best way.
sir. And you
They
know what? You know what? Ryan.
it's just,
That better happen, my little boy. You better. I want to be the ring boy. No,
I think
flower boy. That's
I want to be the
me.
flower boy. Don't talk. Please don't like chuck it at somebody, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out some
Okay.
kid.
Oh my god! I just realized when this happens, this could be the worst thing. I don't know who to invite. I would not know who to invite. Like, I had to consult. I had to consult if which I hope this happens. I would have to consult her on who to invite because I don't. Because
Oh,
she has her
the
friends and I
wedding?
have my friends. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah,
That's,
yeah.
if this happens in like many years from now, I'd actually have to consult like who can I invite because I don't know because you know me, I knew a
Yeah.
lot of people, so I don't know who
Mm.
to invite.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was
I mean, her friends seem just chaotic. I've seen them before, so
yeah. So the thing is like I would never honestly I can't even choose certain roles for. Can I have like a best group of best boy like best?
The group of boys just like all saying it line.
the best band of boys is still best
yeah.
man.
You're allowed to have like best men plural. So
Heck
so
yeah! Okay, good. Okay.
Wait,
Woo!
you dude, you know what we should do?
It's gonna be a
Like
lot.
when we go into the wedding, right? Like after like the whole wedding thing, right? The ceremony.
I'm scared.
We the Ikigai boys should just go up to the stage and then recreate Ryan's whole entire love story. Like dude.
I did
Wait,
some.
wait. If we're up to that point, we can do one better, right? We can
We
just
can
make
animate.
animate it, yeah.
I would not be ready for that. Like it's just.
Oh,
It's just
dude.
that looks like me. Oh no, I know this. Hey, put it down. Hey,
Dude.
buddy, cut the projector. Where's that, Kevin? Where are you? Come here.
Dude, I'll have like a wig, and then Ryan's just gonna like get your hair, and then we're just gonna be like,
The
"Hey."
thing is, as much as animating would be amazing, I feel like it would feel so much better if the boys reenacted it.
True. And then you see on the piano, just like
Oh,
doing his
Who's,
music
who's gonna take the bullet and kiss the homie?
stuff.
Oh yeah. It is
Oh
weird.
my god.
Wait.
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd be
wait.
so
Actually,
good.
this is like a back question to ask you guys. I
Yeah.
like how I'm gonna ask you guys this. Like, so,
Mhm.
y'all, how are y'all gonna spend your Valentines? You know?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Gosh.
I mean,
I
yeah,
asked- I asked you
as
before.
single people. All right, who wants to go first? Because I
How
already
would
know.
you?
I can
How would you
first.
go about spending?
Yeah, yeah. All right,
All right, let's go on.
Well, the thing is, I've dated in the past before, and I have unrequited love and returned love that never happened. So
be like
the
that.
thing is, in the past, when I actually, well, I wouldn't say cared about it, but more like, I didn't have anything else to worry about, like college.
Mhm. Yeah.
But I mean, I have a couple stories actually, but to put it short, a lot of time Valentine's Day wasn't really a big thing unless I was dating someone. And
Mm.
even then, like I only look forward to it in elementary school because everyone got a bit of something.
Oh my
Hey, let's go.
The goodie bag.
The
There,
best. Would you?
there was this one time. There was this one time where you keep in mind this is elementary school. So in elementary school, being in different class is like in a different world. Like
Yeah.
you look over to the
Yeah.
other side, you're like, oh, it's Mrs. Blank class. I can't believe they're in that class.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's
Toxic.
like, yeah. So
everyone would be like,
there was this girl that I liked since fourth grade, and this was, I believe, fifth grade. We were in different class, and no, it was sixth grade. We were.
Spicy.
It was in sixth grade, and I had help from friends. I made. I think I back then Rainbow Looms was the hit, was the bop, dude. So I learned how to make it. I made a really intricate like bracelet,
Okay.
and and then with some of her friends, because some of them knew I liked her, so they helped me out. They were like, "Hey, I'll hook you up. She likes Butterfingers." And I'm like, "Let's go."
I got you. I got that.
But then the thing is, I put it in the bag and everything. At the end of class, I walked to the other classroom. Like, keep in mind, back then that was taboo to enter another classroom.
True.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
Facts.
true. Unless you were like in an honors class or something, that was taboo.
No, but even then, entering another class when you're not like supposed to, like just to hang out with
Yeah,
your friends, that wasn't
right,
like.
yeah.
So I went to the class, and everyone I know in there, most of the people, because we've been through some third grade together, so they're like, "Oh, hi, Odd. Well, what is that?" And I just marched right past them. Some of them were like, "Oh, is that candy? Can I have some?" But I marched right past them. And just funnily enough, she had to be in the corner of the classroom.
Oh.
Ah no.
Ah, bro. That's
So-
fucking tough.
A labyrinth.
So I made it and I put it down next to her, and she was kind of shocked because I think she was just doing her thing. And I was like, "Oh, happy Valentine's Day!" And I just marched out, dude. I couldn't take it anymore.
Just march out, just run out the door.
You
Uh,
Speed.
I mean, but besides that, I feel like the times I was dating, Valentine's Day was more of a reminder rather than like, oh, I'm gonna put all of my. It's like an occasion to celebrate being together. But as
Right.
single people, it's kind of you can be happy for your friends, but in some way, one way or another, like for me, it doesn't affect me that much for Valentine's Day. But for others, it could be like, dang, this is just a reminder, and then they feel down about it. You know, everyone's different. For me, I just kind of ignore it.
you
What about you guys?
you want me to try
Let's see. Here's the thing. I know Kevin has quite the saga.
So you want to go, Brian? Then
anthology?
I mean, I'm not sure if I have a saga either. That's the thing. So I mean, I guess I'll go. So might as well.
all right.
I guess I'll go to the short of it. Firstly, I guess to address the whole Valentine's thing. I'm a very simple man. I'm single. I don't really have anyone that I like at the moment or anything. I'm not planning on confessing anytime soon. I have better stuff to do. I sit down, have some like maybe like if I'm lucky, I have chocolate on me, and I have like a drink, nice sugary drink. Pull up some Tamako Love Story, Shinobi the
Oh.
movie, and I think now I'm adding Saikano to that and watch all three of those in a marathon, and I just have a good
So
time.
yourself day.
Yeah, then that's
That's
my
kinda nice,
Valentine's Day right there. It doesn't like it certainly like does remind me of well
Being single.
I wouldn't call them disasters, but you know yeah. But
Lost love.
but like at this point, I've realized, at least for me, um, I wouldn't say I've given up on love, but I definitely need to refocus on things like the studio, and just realizing that like I'm not sure if I would be ready to commit to something when I'm already
Right.
committed to this thing. So that's really my views
Hmm.
on like romance
Like,
and Valentine's.
If it comes, then it comes. So you're
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
you're-
of course, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's a rare opportunity, and you know, it's nice when some, you know,
Rare for boys like us.
yeah, very, very rare. But yeah, so just to listen, but like speaking of those, like, fuck it, I'll call them disasters. I'm a little exaggerating, but yeah, I'll call them disasters.
Okay.
Yeah, I had not a great time with when it comes to romance. Not like mind-shatteringly like horrible, but like just like you know rejections and you know never being able to find the one or you know just being really dumb and naive and young kind of stuff.
Mm.
Like what's it? I remember for one Valentine's. Oh boy, this is gonna be a really funny story actually. You guys know me. I'm a writer, right?
Okay.
So I had this crush on this girl, and I've told this story a few times already. But
Oh.
yeah, so I had this crush on this girl. I'm a writer, so I thought, you know what? Why not I write like you know put my skills to use and write a cute little you know story for
Oh.
Valentine's Day for her, you know. And the long and short of it is, I gave it to her. Like a few days later, she gave it back, and she fucking edited it.
That's alpha, bro. You got dominated.
Oh,
That was so funny. But yeah,
You
and it turns out, from that experience alone, I learned one of two things. One and or two things. Either I didn't actually like her, or I have very thick skin, because the whole time, like I've got rejected by this girl 3 times, by the way.
oh
So
my god.
yeah, I never like actually like been devastated or anything like that. I just kind of took it with stride and then just went on with my day.
Maybe you just had thick skin.
Yeah,
Like,
like
well,
either
it'd be
yeah.
like that.
So, but yeah, and like when I get the chance, like we, on very, very, very rare occasions, we do see each other. Kevin will know those rare occasions, but yeah, there are rare occasions where we see each other. I shoot a hello. It's all good. We're all chill here. So we're all adults now. You
Hey
know.
yo.
Hey.
So yeah, that's essentially my legacy.
Right. Another one.
Let's see. I will say I want to say one more story that's not really related, but I find like a little sad. Also, like another like naive moment because Kevin also told me to save the story for the podcast, so I might as well do it here. I don't know where else it would happen.
Getting it
But
out
I
there.
had a friend, um, and we were in band together. Unfortunately I wouldn't exactly call us friends now anymore. It's been
Oh.
that long and stuff. But I had a friend, and we used to do like trumpet together. And oh, the poor lad, he had a crush on this girl, right? And um, and he got rejected, and I was like, I was trying to I was trying to comfort him in a time where I was really bad at comforting people. So I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
like, what's
Oh.
up? Like, why did this stuff happen? It's like, what's going on, my man? And he was like, oh, this girl likes bad boys only. And
My God.
Oh.
I was like, firstly,
What?
I'm sorry, man. You're probably not. You're really nice. I know you're really nice. It's probably not gonna like turn out, And secondly, no, don't go for that. That's bad.
You got your bullet, my friend.
Hey
Yeah,
yo.
Bad
Red
yeah.
voodoo.
flag. Red flag.
But I will say, at least within the last few years, I remember like still being like acquaintances with him. I believe he last time again. It's been a few years, but like last time I saw him, he's seemingly got a good relationship going with another person. So there we go.
Hey,
That's
thumbs
what
up,
Good on
bro.
the man.
Yay.
Good on the
Yeah,
man.
I remember I third wheeled them.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, Brian.
Oh man.
why do you
I
do
mean,
this to yourself?
yeah, yeah. But yeah, again, those are my stories there. I mean, I have a few I could pull out as well, but like they're like very insignificant in comparison to the saga that Ken is
An
probably going to bring
anthology
up.
series?
Okay.
Wait, hold up. Before we get to Kevin's saga, maybe we can touch up on Ryan's.
Oh.
Because since he's actually dating someone, maybe
True,
how
true,
do
true,
you
true,
guys
true.
spend it?
True.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So that perspective. Okay. So do you mean like every year or just this year?
I mean,
I mean, just like big moments you've had in
Yeah.
like the past and stuff,
Oh.
maybe like the first one you had together, which is like
Or-
4 days after.
Oh man, I chose the raw. I honestly think back to this all that's like, wait, why did I profess? Why did I confess to her in February?
It'd be like that. I'm the same.
Huh. I see. I was in this big predicament. Like, hold on, it's February 10th when I asked her. Today's Saturday. It's 11.
Oh.
Monday's when we have Valentine's Day, and it's actually a school day. I was like, who can I call up? How can I go about this? Like, I had this whole like. The problem was I didn't want to tell my parents like I was dating someone because parents be
Yeah.
like, how
Yeah.
are you doing? I'm gonna tell all your cousins in all across the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there it is.
Now all of China knows you're here.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell your mom's side of the family. I'm gonna tell your dad's side of the family, and then you're gonna tell your extended family. Like, oh, whoa, hold up. That's why I
Hold
never
up.
told them anything. So I never went to my parents like, hey, mom, dad, I want to get this, and then I never told them that because I waited till maybe a year or two after to be like, hey, I need to go buy this. So can I get money or can I go buy this? Like, I always ask permission to buy something because then they'll ask me like, why did you buy that? I'm like, oh, this is for something. So the first year, I actually had a good friend. I would call him for the time being. In that year, was my best friend. He drove a really cool car. It was really bright. Neon.
Oh.
It was really cool of him. He was basically like my carpool. Really nice of him. Of course, I paid him for like his gas.
Yeah, yeah.
So I remembered like Monday morning, I was like, okay, hey, like I actually asked him over the weekend, like, hey, could you pick me up earlier, like a few minutes earlier, so I can go buy something real quick? Like, okay, like bet. All right, where are you gonna go? I'm like, so do you know the Walgreens or the CVS in front of the school? It's like, yeah, okay, we can go there. It's like bet. We go there. It's like, okay, you have a few minutes, buy something, or I'm leaving. And you're gonna walk to the school. I'm like, understandable, because he didn't want to wake up early. I knew he
Right.
didn't want to wake up early, but he did it anyway. And he actually did buy
Good
some
lad.
stuff. He bought some Arizona iced tea for himself because he was like he bought a gallon of it. It was for his.
Oh my gosh.
It was
Jeez.
great. Anyway, so yeah, I'm like, okay. I actually the word so there are some pros and cons when it comes to dating someone and you have to do Valentine's Day. There's a
You're
pro.
right.
You get something in return. Con, you don't know what to give to them. You have to look. It was since, as you said, it's like the first few days, the week of us knowing each other. I wasn't sure what chocolate she could eat, so I went safe. I bought this. Well, I wouldn't say safe because looking back, like, why did I buy a big freaking? I bought those, those little the heart ones, little
Mhm.
heart ones that you see always at like
Yeah.
a Target or something.
Mhm.
I bought
Yeah.
like the big one because like, oh, this is a good size, right? I looked at it like my wallet won't survive, but yes, the love will. So I bought that,
Yeah.
and then I got like this little like I wasn't sure what I was gonna get, so I'm like, okay, I'll play it safe. What would I like? But it's not me. Uh, so I got the heart thing, and I got this little bear with the holding a heart in the middle.
Oh,
And
the
I, of
classic.
course, like I try to get a card. It's like, okay, what card do I get? This is like like for me, I don't think it's a problem, but for me, it's a problem because I overthink things. Like, so if I go about this, like I plan things and I choose routes. I basically make it routes, like a choose your own adventure game. I go this route and go down this way, or do I go this way and go about that? And with all like I overload myself sometimes when I do this, because before that I was just getting chocolates, but now I actually have to plan like, do we want to do a date? Do we want to just do a quick like yeah? I think she's telling me this a bunch of times. Her parents even told me like I spoil her, so that's always the big con out of this. Since I love her so much, I actually go a bit over sometimes. Like, okay, you know what? For this, technically our anniversary is around Valentine's Day, so I kind of mix that in with the. Because sometimes it depends on like the day,
That
like
makes sense. Yeah.
dates or
Yeah.
something.
Mm.
So yeah. Oh, I can tell you what I did for the second anniversary. I I don't know why, but I was like, hey, I told her like, hey, if I buy you something, will it fit in your room? It's like, what do you mean? It's like,
Hold up.
you'll
Oh
see it,
boy.
you'll see it come in the mail eventually. Like, okay. So for her second
Eventually.
anniversary, I actually got
One.
her like giant panda teddy bear thing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
It was
Oh,
so
my.
cool. I was like, yes, like, yeah, can that fit in your
good
room?
luck. This is your problem now.
I didn't mean it
It's
like
like
that.
the bear's like 10 feet.
And I, like I was like so yeah, I bought something. I actually called her. I bought it. Like wait, I never thought if this could fit in her room. I never thought
When
if
the panda took your girlfriend away from you.
it's like
New anime title.
can I this fit in her room? Did I buy too much for my girlfriend? That's a new manga title. Did I buy way too much for my girlfriend this year? I like it. Anyway, so yeah, I bought that and then I had some chocolates. So yeah, I was like,
Ah.
hey, I called her. I was like, hey, I have a question. So if I were to get you a ted, like I actually like asked it like I was like really like I was really like really flustered. I was like, hey, so I bought you this thing. I was wondering if it fit in your room. It's like, okay, send me the pictures, and I sent her the pictures. Like, okay, it's way bigger than your last gift you got me for my birthday. So, it's like I'll try to find room. she
I'll
sent me a
try.
she sent me a photo of what it was, and I didn't compare the size of how her size to the bear size. And when she sent me a photo of like the gifts, the stuff gifts I got her, there's the little Tata pillow from BT21, and then there's
Mhm.
this big panda bear with
Just
her.
half the room is just a panda.
Yeah, she's just like in
Oh
between.
my.
She's like in the arms of the panda, and she's holding the Tata thing.
Oh
She's like, help me, I'm dying.
Blink twice and you're in trouble.
no.
And then I'm like, oh, I didn't know it was that big, but okay.
Don't
And I
move. There's a bear behind you.
I don't mean to burst your
how
bubble,
I
but
how I usually spend my Valentine's Day is well, for me, I kind of overspend sometimes, but I always save. I always like have a consistent way of saving money because I know what
nice.
I want, so I know what I can hold off on.
Hmm.
For her, I always consider like, okay, I did it this last year. I did this. What can I do this year that you will like?
I need
Okay,
bigger, better.
So so what my plan? I don't know. Wait. I don't know.
Hey, this is gonna come on the second, so don't spoil anything just in case she watches, bro.
Yeah.
Plan disclosed. Not gonna say it. Anyway, basically, mostly Valentine's is spent me thinking of like ahead of time. Like I'm not even in February. I'm in January planning this out when I finish a job. Like, okay, I have this many weekends until this day. So what am I gonna buy in advance to get ready? Because I always cobble something together. It's a bundle for me. We always get each other a bundle of stuff. Like it was really funny. We exchanged like a big bundle of stuff to each other. Except for that time where I bought her that giant panda. Kind of funny.
That thing was the bundle.
And some. So
Oh,
yeah.
good.
And then most times I just well, this doesn't really count because it's not on Valentine's Day, but like after Valentine's Day when I have the chocolates, like I keep the stuff. Like I tell you guys, I keep all the things she gives me. But like whatever I can keep, like a card or anything, I keep it. Little chocolate, like I try to keep like something I can hold on to.
Mm.
And I always remember when I eat something like, oh yeah, I got this from her. And it makes me happy, like classic like like when the MC gets like, oh, I wasn't expecting chocolates, and then
Right.
they got a tap on the shoulder like, here's a chocolate. This was the best out of the bunch. And
Aw.
it's a
Or
special
something like,
yeah.
what is it? He thinks it's the obligation chocolate.
Yeah,
that she
but
gives
Yeah.
to her friend.
And then
But
they
she's
do
like,
they hold
she like added like 2 extra, and he can't
Yeah.
really tell.
and then it's like she has like the moment where she puts her scarf up and she's like, this is a special. This was the best of the batch. This is a special chocolate, and it's like,
I
oh,
spent all of my making it.
and it's like the classic. Yeah,
Mhm.
I always feel that like I'm lucky, like I'm happy, and I'm gonna do. And then I always think ahead, like I'm gonna do my best for her.
Hey.
Aw.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Right. All
I
right.
guess
Here
it's
we
me.
go.
Alright,
So,
Here we go.
alright.
I'm gonna hear the story like for the 5th time. Here we go.
Alright, so first let me explain how I spend my Valentine's Day. And funnily enough, one of my friends, his birthday is on Valentine's Day. So sometimes, or for like the past years that I've known him, or not really, but like I think in middle school is when I actually started to buy gifts for him. So it started with just giving him a random birthday card, right? And then the year after that, I think this is like 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago, I gave him another card, but it was like an Easter card, and then I glued another one. So like you would at the front, it said like something about Jesus. I forget. It's been a long, long time. And then in the inside, it's like I'm pretty sure it was like I love you or something like that, like as a joke, right? And so and then I think at the end I said fuck you, and that's it, or something like that. I don't have the card on me because I gave
That's
it to
a
him.
whole like roller coaster. You sent him through like the 5 days of like grief. in one card.
But and then
Honest-
last year,
Oh my
I
God.
gave him a Logan Paul hat, like the
What?
yeah,
No.
the alien one.
No.
I gave him that one.
Oh my God.
This year, I don't know what I'm gonna give him. My thoughts is, it's a boy card, you know. And so I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know, but so I usually just hang out with him, but I don't know if he's busy this time of year because COVID stuff like that. So
Yep.
I don't really know. But now now I guess we can go into the saga. However, debated, we're already like an hour in.
Yeah.
I'm not
So
gonna
you
lie.
guys got debated, but don't worry, Ryan. When I actually tell the saga,
Okay.
I'll be sure that you're a guest, and so you can listen in.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
I heard
it's
it
a long
once, and it's a
I
really
kind of
long
want to hear
one.
this.
Yeah.
I
Alright,
already
so-
have a specific date. Because I didn't really want to say the saga until like later,
Okay.
and so I
Yeah.
actually have a date of when I'm gonna say it. So
Okay.
Okay.
stay
okay.
tuned,
Alright.
stay tuned, boys.
All right. So
Okay,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, thank you for listening to our Ikigai podcast. Ikigai is the reason we're being, the reason where you are, and for some reason you're here listening to 3 Asian boys would hit their friend, who is another Asian boy, just talking about love when 3 of them aren't even, dating. But You know, regardless of how you spend your Valentine's, regardless of whether or not you're dating or you're single or you're in a polygamy, I don't know. You know, you do you.
Whoa.
But but thank you for listening. You know, have yourself a great Valentine or just enjoy the season.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm signing off. And yep.
Yep. Bye everyone. This is Brian signing off.
Bye. This is Kevin. And I'm signing off. And
Oh, hi, it's me, Ryan, and thank you for having me, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you for having me.
Take care, guys.
take care.
Yep,
Peace out.
bye. Peace out.
See yas.